to Peter, who photographed the original handwritten volume, and then to Jackie, who laboriously typed that all up and put it all into Word, and then to Marianne, who edited it and laid it all out and turned it, and with the help of University of Melbourne's Espresso book machine, turned it into this first edition. So it can't be a book without an author, though. So the author is Mum, of course, and for over 70 years she's been collecting her thoughts about people and events, and she's had the foresight and the sense of history and sentimentality to keep these wonderful little words in notebooks and on backs of envelopes and carry them along through time. And I think she's sort of, one thing she's inherited, not only her red hair and her complexion from her Irish ancestors, but she's got this wonderful act of storytelling and wit and the love of verse. So on the back cover of this little book, which I know everyone will get in due course, but there's a poem there. It's a stanza from one of the poems in here, and it's about a place not too far from here, just up the street, and it's this thing's called Me, My Dad and Myself. 5 Simpson Street was my first glimpse of my father and mother, the last of 3. All girls were we. We were not a son or a brother, but I grew up. My dad didn't care, for I was his little mate.
The next lines were, so I just say, pasting bills on lampposts after dark, because you weren't allowed to paste them. For our politicians were our heroes, and we helped them make their mark. In those days, I'd say.
So when I saw this little thing, in a little an email sent to me, and I read it on my iPhone, and I really cracked up in the middle of the traffic at Fitzroy Street, looking at it, because it's it was very precious to me. So just thank Peter again for getting those photos, as he's doing now, and Marianne and Jackie for really putting some really fantastic time into typing that all up. And so without further ado, I'd like Mum to maybe read something from one of these, Let's pick one out and try to read a little bit of it. Or maybe you could just quote it.
I can't quote all of them. I can't quote this. I'll sit down. Peter asked me if I'd write a poem about Sydney. He said, Mum, write me something and I'll mark it. He was going to uni, I think, at the time. He was living in Chippendale. So I thought along the lines of Norma McCallum, which is the best poem, I think, about our country, because it is so right with the floods and everything, But I thought, I hate the sunburned country. It makes my freckles worse. Those trees are so damn boring, and those koalas make me curse. I love my smoky Sydney though. I really get a thrill to see those crowds in Pitt Street and footing from the hill. To wander through the rocks is another sheer delight. When round the bend the bridge pops up. God, what a sight. And paddies I just love. The wandering up and down those aisles, I coo just like a dove. So keep all your cows, your sheep, do whatever you like. I know what turns me on the most. It's Sydney Tower and lights. That's it. If you come from the country, don't listen. Oh, that's beautiful. It's really lovely. I can't believe you would do this, Marianne.
You shouldn't tell them the photos taken in Melbourne.
That's outside George's. Yeah. Beautiful shop in Melbourne. But a lovely photo. I only have 60 in this. That's right. It's good, isn't it?